We start on the bridge. Away we go. We are off and racing. It is a block headwind through this section of the course. Corny van Kessel getting a good start. Thijs Aerts in the yellow, white and dark blue colours. Lars van der Haar, traditionally a fast starter. He gets a great start.
Eli Iserbyt way back. Well, I say way back. It isn't the biggest of fields, but a very poor start from him. Probably down in 15th, 20th position right now. This is really important on this course to have good position. Another rider falling back ever so slightly. Cam Mason on the left-hand side, just trying to move up and dive bomb into this first corner, into this off-road section.
The British champion Cameron Mason is back in a fighting chance here of making it 2 from 2 from Great Britain and following Tom Pidcock, who took the victory last season. Does he have the strength and power to stay with Eli Iserbyt, who is now managing to just open up a small advantage? Skips over the planks this time. Drama, Ian.
Just when it looked like Michael Vanthourenhout was opening up that gap, Eli Iserbyt was basically putting on the brakes. So we see a replay now. Michael Vanthourenhout just begins to pedal a little bit too early, loses the front. Looks like quite
and he put his arm down.
Oh.
Ouch.
And but immediately holding his shoulder. You tend to think, oh, although he does press down on the ground, probably not a broken collarbone. It is a bit down this time.
Mason, can he carry the momentum? Cameron Mason, oh, Iserbyt finds his way back through, so it's not a disaster. That crash there for Iserbyt. The Kortrijk Urban Cross is throwing everything at us here on the final lap.
That rain has just made these sections just absolutely treacherous, just loses the front. He's desperately trying to get up to that kind of middle line, which has been the best throughout this race. Iserbyt pressing on, but Cameron Mason stuck to the wheel. Not far to go now.
This is where you've got to find the extra power. That sprint, if it comes down to a sprint over the bridge into that headwind, it is going to be all about timing as Iserbyt, the back wheel just slides out there. Lars van der Haar, those repeated bursts of power to come back. Oh, not what you ever want to see. Michael Vanthourenhout, what a torrid season the European champion is having. It's just the way he put his arm down on the ground as he went down at speed there. So we hope he's okay. Hope it's not too bad. Iserbyt's on. Mason is there. Van der Haar looks, it's just a metre or so gap that he's got to try and cover each time as Iserbyt looks back at Cameron Mason, who's gritting his teeth to try and stay with Iserbyt. But the gap is opening.
They're into now that last real big power section down there. It's the running sand pit, and then they'll be up the steps, few little technical turns, and then on to the start-finish straight. Just that gap, a couple of seconds perhaps between Iserbyt and Mason, probably enough at this stage.
Eli Iserbyt sprinting clear here as Cameron Mason tries to close it back up. Van der Haar sprinting onto the British champion just ahead of him. What a day for Pau Sousabigga, but Iserbyt trying to get his foot into the pedals there. The mud that is collecting on the bottom of the shoes. Is this it now, or do we have yet more drama to play out here in the Urban Crossing Kortrijk? Iserbyt just managing this course, riding those ruts, dabbing that foot as he pedals along with the left foot. Van der Haar and Mason behind.
Coming now not far from that finishing straight. In terms of that sprint from behind, you'd probably want to be second wheel into the headwind and then able to come off the wheel, but it looks like Iserbyt should be good now for the win.
Eli Iserbyt accelerates, and he is going to take this one. Eli Iserbyt, 44 professional cyclo-cross victories. What a day takes that, and Van der Haar outsprints Cameron Mason for second, but the British champion takes third. So it's Belgium from the Netherlands and Great Britain.
It was a hard race. The rain was there, sometimes sun. How difficult was it for you to ride on the right bike, for example?
Yeah, I changed the tire profile in the second lap from Merino to Grifo, and then it started drizzling a bit, and my mechanic changed the tires to Reno again, so I was grateful for that because I didn't shout. So sometimes they make right decisions as well, and that's really important. So I had the good tires for the last lap because it started raining a lot, and I had a little slip on the off camber. But I had some juice in the legs as well for the side at the end of the finish, at the end of the lap. So yeah, I'm really, really happy to take the victory in kind of my home race.
Congratulations and bedankt.
It just seemed like just after a while, those repeated team tactics of Paul Bingo for Lars van der Haar. But second today for the Dutch champion behind Eli Iserbyt. Cameron Mason, another solid ride today from the British champion Van Kessel, Adams, Van der Putte, Ferdinand, Van der Bos, Bastans and Hendricks.
Eli probably wouldn't have had time to really go through the pit and get that information before he needed it, because you'd have to wait kind of a quarter of a lap, maybe even half a lap to change onto those tyres. So his mechanic saw that rain come down and immediately knew that he'd want to go back onto that Rhino tread, which is the mud tread from the Dugast tubular supplier, and so wanted that extra grip for when that rain came down. We see Cam Mason, third position today.
Great ride from the Scotsman. He heads to Ireland tomorrow for the Dublin World Cup. Third place today for Cameron Mason of the Cyclo-Cross Reds. Last year it was Tom Pidcock on the top step of the podium. He's on that trophy that Cameron's just been handed. It's second today for Lars van der Haar, national champion of the Netherlands. And as you see from last year, it's big fluffy ducks that we have now on the podium here in the X2O Badkamers Trofee.
Van der Haar with 3 second places here now. I think be getting bored of second place at Kortrijk.
It is a great course. It is one of those courses since it was introduced in 2019. It has always given us really good racing and great post-race interview. Great insight from this man, Eli Iserbyt, on to the podium. Switched it up straight away. 44 professional wins for Eli Iserbyt. That is something else as well. He is so consistent, isn't he, as well as the pure cross, as you know, the pure cross riders as well.
He really is, week in, week out, more or less always on the podium. And yeah, yet another win today. Like you said, 44 career elite wins now. So yeah, very happy with his day's work.
As he should be. There's your podium. Eli Iserbyt for Paul Bingo takes your victory. Lars van der Haar from Bauweiser Track Lions takes second. And Cam Mason from the Cyclo-Cross Reds, as we call them, in third spot. Join us for more Cyclo-Cross action tomorrow from Dublin. Have a great day. From Martin McDonald and Ian Field, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.